Okay, good morning, guys. Welcome to this session. It's a training session, actually, for our Smart Wolf Club students. We have a lot of students who have joined us this year, and a lot of them are looking to learn how to make money online. So our coaches have put together a training for you, and most of the Smart Wolf Club coaches have been in the Smart Wolf Club for many, many years, others 20 years being online, others 15 years, and we have coaches from all over the world. Okay, so if you have not met some of our coaches or you don't know about some of our coaches, go and watch our previous trainings, previous videos on this channel. Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather, so I might be clearing my throat quite a lot. So I'm here as one of the coaches in the Smart Wolf Club, and I'm going to be presenting the training that has been put together by a lot of our coaches. Okay, so before I proceed, let me put a disclaimer. Whatever we're going to share with you guys is not financial advice. It's just our experience and what the members of the Smart Wolf Club are doing. Okay, so if you're not a member of the Smart Wolf Club, make sure you join the Smart Wolf Club, because you're missing out on your freedoms on how to make money online. You can check the link in the description. Okay, guys, beware of the scammers giving you fake links. So the official links are in the description. And if you have any questions, you can always reach our coaches. You can use the email that is info@smartwolfclub.com. It's in the description, guys. And if you want to get social, you can go to our social media channels. We have a Telegram group for those who like Telegram. We have a Smart Wolf Club members only Facebook group. You can join that. If you want to join the community, you can click the link in the description for free. And if you need further coaching, one-on-one, hand-holding, over-the-shoulder type of coaching, you can join our masterclasses. Okay, again, the link is in the description. Once you join the Smart Wolf Club community, you are represented with that opportunity to join the various masterclasses. There are many, okay, because we all have different interests. There's some people who are interested in learning how to trade Forex, crypto, which is the in thing now. Some of you are interested in learning how to trade stocks, Forex, crypto, commodities. Some of you are interested in learning how to trade gold, whatever assets you are interested in trading, you can learn that. Now, some of you are interested in making money online, okay, digital marketing. Again, you can join our masterclass. These are comprehensive, hands-on experience, and our coaches that come in those trainings, in those coaching sessions, they live this, they do this every single day. So they're going to be sharing their experiences for many, many years. Some of us have been online since 1998. Yes, many, many years. So sharing our experiences. Okay, so again, as a disclaimer, whatever we're going to share with you is not financial advice. Always do your due diligence, and just remember that anything online that involves investing your money is risky. You can lose your investment, your entire investment. So always be on the lookout for, do your own due diligence, okay? But we're going to share our experiences and what our students are doing. And some of the results that you're going to see, they are not typical results because you have to put in the work. And I see most people are lazy. They don't want to put in the work, so they don't get to reach to that level of expertise. But if you put in the work and you follow the strategies that we share with you and what our students are doing and what our coaches are doing, you will see the positive results that we are showing, okay? Now, with that out of the way, we're going to do our training today. Our training today is a series, okay? We're beginning a series with the new students that's in here now, the cohort. We just had a bunch of new students join, and they're all interested in learning one side hustle, and that is trading. Now, it doesn't matter what you're going to trade. The strategies we're going to share with you can be used to trade all types of assets online. They can be used to trade crypto. They can be used to trade Forex. They can be used to trade stocks, stock options. And we're going to go through this series for all the assets. So just make sure you bookmark this site. You subscribe to the channel, okay, and like this and hit that bell notification on YouTube, so when we upload the new free training, you can be notified. And we're going to have these daily different coaches, or myself or anybody else in the Smart Wolf Club will be conducting these trainings, sharing their expertise, okay, for free. And we're doing this year to help as many as 1,000 people. Our goal is to get at least 1,000 people to get to the level where they are able to make enough money online. Okay, so come and join us. If you're here for the first time, please feel at home. You're very, very welcome. We appreciate you here. And those of you who are watching this for the first time, please make sure you share these trainings. We want to grow this channel, okay? The idea of growing the channel is so we can help as many brothers and sisters learn how to make money online, okay? Some of you might do this part-time, full-time. It depends on where you are. We are all at different levels financially, and we have students from all over the world, guys, and coaches from all over the world. We have Tajimoto on here from Tokyo, Japan. One of our coaches has been with the Smart Wolf Club for over 15 years. Mr. Singh from India, Bombay, India, over 15 years. Malemala from South Africa, Cape Town, South Africa, over 15 years. We have from the United States, we have Mr. Baker from down in Atlanta, Georgia, again, over 17 years. We have Rosemary, New York, over 15 years. We have Anne-Marie, Toronto, Canada, over 12 years. We have Mary from Vancouver, Canada, over 15 years. All these guys they breathe this, they do this every single day, and they are willing to share some of the expertise. If you go to, let's say, UK, you have Mr. Scott in London, Southern London, who is been with us for over 15 years. You go to Africa, Northwest Africa, Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, Omoses. He's been doing this with us for over 15 years. You go down to South America, in the Rio de Janeiro region of Brazil. Rodrigo's, my friend, he's been with the Smart Wolf Club for over 15 years. You go to Singapore, you're going to meet Wuhan. She's been doing this for over 15 years. You go to West Coast of America, California, Sacramento, California, the Bay Area. You're going to meet Jose there. He's been with us for over 15 years. And guys, many other coaches. If you go to Madrid, Spain, you're going to meet Marcelina. She's been doing this for over 15 years. You go to Berlin, Germany, you're going to meet Karinsas. She's been doing this for 15 years. You go to Sydney, Australia, you're going to meet Josephine, over 12 years doing this. You go to Dubai, UAE, okay? Why am I saying Dubai? Because a lot of digital nomads move to Dubai for obvious reasons. Excuse me. And you're going to meet Ahmed, who's been doing this for over 8 years. You go to Africa, Kenya, you're going to meet Mr. Peter, who's been doing this for over 8 years, and many other coaches. Combined years of experience from all these coaches, it's over 1,000 years, guys. So you're in good hands. Okay, so this is worthwhile. And we decided, after the pandemic, during the pandemic, we realized, a lot of our friends, brothers, it hit very close to our hearts. And we realized a lot of people were missing out on incomes because they were locked down or restrictions. But if they had a way of making money online using their computers, their internet, because internet is everywhere now. We've been to many poor countries, as they call them, and everybody has a cell phone. There are over 6 billion cell phones in the world, and they can access the internet now. Okay, so if you can show individuals some skills, basic skills on how they can, let's say, make money online, digital marketing, how they can trade. And guys, I'm going to jump into the trading session, but just let me get this out of the way, okay? Bit of introduction here, because this is the first lesson in this series. And the topic, the series is going to be named Pro Trading Course, for beginners. This is going to be for beginners. And this is the only trading course that you need successfully make money online, okay? This is the only trading course. If you master this strategy, you can become profitable, okay, online, okay? Trading anything, Forex, May it be crypto, even though I know a lot of people are scared about crypto due to its volatility going up and down, scams and associated with scammers and meme coins and dog coins, whatever the coins, just think of it. It's there but if you know the basics, you can stay out of trouble. And we're going to teach you all these risk management. We're going to talk about the strategy that you need, and we're going to make it so simple you won't believe it. So simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. That is our strategy, and we're going to show you with a twist on how you can come onto your computer, log onto your computer 1 hour a day, or less than an hour a day, or less than an hour a week, depending on your goals and your dreams and your aspirations, and you can make a difference in your life and the people around you. Okay, and once you learn this skill, we don't trademark this. We allow you to train as many people around you as possible, because we want to grow these cohorts, these communities where people can actually trade together. So join the community and let's begin. Okay, so now I'm trying something new, okay? And we like to keep it simple because we have students from all over the world, okay? Some of the resources that are used by our pro traders cost money. They're expensive, so out of the pocket, you need money to start trading. But we want to make it simple. So I'm going to just demonstrate to you that online, there's a vast ocean of free tools that you can leverage. The word is leverage. Okay, you can use free tools that you can use to achieve your goals. So one tool that we're going to try right now live is the speechnotes.com. Okay, speechnotes.co dictate. And how did we come to this? Well, just went to the good old Google, and I typed voice to text transcription. Okay, because I'm trying to be very lazy. Instead of me typing and speaking at the same time, why don't I use a tool that I speak and it transcribes? And hopefully it's going to work. If it doesn't, then I'm going to go use the old-fashioned way of me typing. So you guys, because we have brothers and sisters here who can't hear probably, or can't hear what I'm saying. So I can be typing, I'll be writing so they can read, okay? We have students from all over the world. Mr. Singh is on here from Bombay, India, with a huge group of followers and students, and a lot of those guys, if you can show them how to make $1 per day online, they are good. I mean, some of these guys live under $1 per day. Okay, we have students from many, many places. As I mentioned, the coaches, we have coaches from West Africa, coaches from East Africa, South Africa. We have coaches from Asia. We have coaches from the Americas, South America. And some of the regions, actually, these people live under $1 per day. And if you can show them a skill that they can learn, and most of these places, they talk about unemployment for the youth. So how are we going to resolve some of these issues is by giving skills to our youth, our young people, and they can become their own, money makers, generate their own incomes online by using tools that we have, social media, digital marketing, trading, okay? You can show them how to trade, and you don't need a lot of money to get started. And those are the things I'm going to talk about in our first lesson today. And then, of course, we're going to have this, we are starting this series, okay? So it's going to be a playlist, okay? So the name of the playlist is going to be Pro Trading Secrets, okay? Pro Trading Secrets, okay? So these are pro trading secrets because the coaches have been trading for many, many years. Most of them, I've told you, been online since 1998. You can do the maths. These guys, if it's anything online, they have been there, done it. If it's trading Forex, stocks, options, binary, or stock options, or they've sold oil, they've sold wheat, they've sold all kinds of stuff, okay? So these guys have done it all. Social media marketing, okay? Some of the influencers you see on Instagrams, on YouTubes, on TikToks have gone through some of our trainings, okay? So I'm not going to mention any names, but just to let you know that the folks who are going to share some of these skills know what they're doing, and they do it every single day. See, that's the difference. They breathe this. whatever they're sharing is not some pipe dream. This is what they do every single day. And what a better way to learn from somebody who is actually experiencing the pain, the difficulties, somebody who is actually doing it, okay? Not somebody who is reading the theory and telling you, no. This is somebody who is practically doing it. So they're making the mistakes, and you can see them make the mistakes. You can see them blow their accounts. You can see them make profit right in front of you. So what a better way to learn. So you can see the mistakes they're making, and you can see the mistakes how they're avoiding those mistakes, and how they're making their decisions, and how they're drawing their conclusions. Because for those of you who are into trading, if you've done any trading, we talk about technical analysis. How do you come to a conclusion to enter the trade, and when to exit the trade, when to close the trade, when not to take the trade, and when not to trade, what day not to trade, what times not to trade, what session should you trade, when does the candle look like this? For those of you who have any basic understanding of trading, I'm going to jump into that in this training now, and I'm going to keep it very short. We're going to try to keep our trainings at least within an hour, because I understand you guys are very busy. We have students here who are stay-home moms. They have to take care of their families. We have stay-home dads. We have very busy professionals in our groups. We have doctors, nurses, engineers, tree surgeons, chefs. We have all drivers. We have all kinds of people on the Smart Wolf Club. So it doesn't matter what you've been done before, but if you're looking for a way out of the rat race, the 9 to 5 binding is you have to learn multiple skills, okay? And of course, also, for those of you who are looking for multiple sources of income, how can you achieve some of your dreams? Because you ask our students, what is the main thing? Why did you join the Smart Wolf Club? Because they want to, first of all, they tell you, I have a lot of dreams. I want to do this. I want to travel. I want freedom. Okay, so how do you get that freedom? It's by learning skills that can allow you to make money while you sleep, while you are not there, okay? Because I know when we were growing up, all of us, what were we told? Go to school, get a good grade, go to good schools, get good college, get good whatever, get good education, which is excellent, okay? I am pro-education, okay? Because some of us, we benefit from that, okay? Because we were able to go to school, then we escaped from where we would be just nothing, like literally nothing. Somewhere maybe in a village, but the education kind of allowed you to escape that village thing, and you are able to get out of there and start learning something like this, or be right in front of you guys, okay? Just because we took our parents' advice seriously. They said, go to school, get a good grade. Okay? Even though some of them were not educated, but they knew there was some way out of this is by going to school. So education is extremely important. And some of the things we do in the Smart Wolf Club is actually to support education. We support a lot of disadvantaged kids go to school, okay? That is one of the things. So we can never downplay education. But what we have quickly realized is that it is not the ticket out of misery, financial misery. It's not the ticket. There are other things you have to learn, like learning what we call multiple skills, life skills, basically, okay? And some of these, you don't learn them in class, okay? Unfortunately, it is so unfortunate. The education system sometimes doesn't give you the life skills that you need to survive out there in the cutthroat competition, in the job markets, in the world, in the real life, in the real world. Real world is another monster, guys, okay? There's so many things that there's, some of you know what Legos are. You got to put the pieces together. So education is one big piece, but then there are other pieces that you have to put together to come up with a nice Lego set, okay? Within the set. So you have to, so that's one thing. So as parents, education is one thing that we have to give our offsprings is education. Make sure they're educated, because again, you don't want to have some ignorant offsprings, okay? Education might remove that, might help that, okay? So knowledge, education, they get to learn stuff. They get to learn to be able to analyze situations, read something, understand something, And the only way they can do that is by getting the education. Now, but that give them a ticket to success in life. The ticket to success in life requires other pieces, Lego pieces. I'm using the word Lego as an example. You know, to build a nice Lego, you're going to need multiple pieces. Okay, so education is one big piece. Then there is small pieces. This is an introductory lesson, guys. I'm going to jump into the material, and the material, guys, it's going to just take me a few minutes to explain the facts and the only trading skill, only trading strategy that you need to become successful. And this is what our coaches are using. Majority of them, they have simplified their strategies, they have simplified their processes such that it has become KISS. Keep it simple. It's so simple, you guys, when I'm going to show you what exactly some of our coaches do every day to make money online, trading, whatever commodity, whatever asset, whether it is gold, whether it is indices in Forex market, whether it is crypto, the Bitcoins, the Ethereum, the meme coins that some of you are so much fascinated about or scared about, whether it is stocks. Some of you are really, when you hear stocks, I can see your eyes going big. Some of you are into stock trading. Some of you are into options trading. So I'm going to show you the strategy, the simplest strategy that our coaches use, okay? And this is an agreement among all our coaches. So I'm just presenting what our coaches are using, and it's working for their students and their groups and their communities. And I want you guys to learn because we love you guys. We care about you. We care about the audience. And the idea is because we are giving out back to our community. As I told you, we want to get at least 1,000 people this year. We want to touch at least 1,000 people. And if we touch your life, guys, we want you to come back here and comment every single time. On this video, we want you to comment that this training has actually touched your life. We want you to comment, freely comment, okay? No obligations on your part, no charges. Put away your credit card. We are not going to sell you anything. Nothing is going to be sold here. Everything is for free. Freebie. This is a free session, and the series is going to be free. There's going to be several trainings every single day from our coaches. They're going to be uploaded to this channel, the Smart Wolf Club. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, hit the bell notification, and invite all your friends, 10 of them at least, because we want to 10x this channel. Okay, we want to grow. The larger this channel gets, the more people we can reach with this type of training, and the more people we can change lives. Okay, so help us spread the gospel. And before I show you this tool, let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray that this training that we are going to share with our students, the YouTube audience, and anybody out there in the world, that it shall touch them. They shall implement the skills that it's going to change their mindset, and they're going to start thinking in a way that's going to improve their lives, their financial lives, their spiritual life, their practical life, all types of lives that they want to change. And we pray that we touch as many people as possible. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray. Amen. Guys, thank you for being with me here today. I know it's a massive sacrifice. You'd rather be in another place, because I know this is not interesting stuff. You know, you'd rather be watching some funny cut videos online or scrolling your friends' social medias to see what they're doing, what they're up to, or scrolling your shopping websites, but you made that sacrifice, and trust me, it's not going to be in vain. All right, so I'm just going to show you one of the things that if you are not lazy, there's so many free resources out there. Have you ever wondered that are there tools that you can just speak and they type or transcribe? Because some people say, oh, I'm not good at typing on the keyboard, I'm too slow, so I cannot make a video. Guys, I just went to Google and I said voice to text transcription. Okay, it's called transcription. So I don't want to type, I just want to talk and see if this tool can type. And why am I doing that? So that while I'm talking, it's typing and you guys can listen and read at the same time. So your 5 senses. Now I'm appealing to your listening sense and your sense of sight, so you can see. So 2, at least out of the 5. So I just Googled, and I skip the ones that say sponsored, because that means if you hit this one here, it's going to ask you to subscribe or pay some. No, keep your credit cards away. So we're going to use the free tool, and I'm going to show you another free tool and another free tool that you need for your trading to be successful. Okay, that's just lesson number 1. We're going to get those new tools, okay, in our arsenal. I already have them. Our students already have them. Our coaches already have them. My coaches already have them, and they've been using them for years, okay? So I saw the first one here, says speechnotes.co. So I'm not affiliated to these guys. I don't know who these people are. And if they're on here, if they're going to ever watch this video, if I misrepresent your product, please forgive me. I don't know any. I'm doing this on the fly, okay? This was not prepared or anything or referred to me by anybody. I just went to Google and typed voice-to-text transcription, and all these came up. Okay, so I decided to go with the first one. It says speechnotes.co, okay? So I click on that, and here I see the big ass advertisement. I guess because I'm using it for free, because it does say here, sign in and go premium. Okay, so they're going to try to sell you something. But let's try to use the free tool and see if it works. Okay, so it says click the microphone and dictate. So basically it says click the mic to start dictating. Quick tips. Use the speaker icon for proofreading. Punctuating, use any of the 3 methods. Punctuate. 1 is dictate it. So you can say period, comma, if you want a comma, question mark, if you want a question mark, a colon, a semicolon, whatever you need. So you can just say what it is. For the new line, you got to hit that key on your keyboard. For the new paragraph, you have to enter twice. If you want the open parenthesis, you can click that. You just say it. All right. So you can say new line, new paragraph, close parenthesis, smiley face. It will give a smiley face, sad face. Okay, so even the emotions are here. So here you are. These are just tips and examples. So you can, it's basically dictation. So I'm trying to not to type on the keyboard, okay? I'm just trying to dictate and see if this can write. So let's see if it works. So we're going to start now the training, okay? So let's use your microphone. Yes, I'm going to allow the microphone. Okay, so microphone is in use, and you guys can see it's actually typing. I'm going to allow the microphone. So microphone is in use, and the guys can see it is actually working. Okay, so guys, welcome to today's training. In today's training, we're going to discuss how you can learn to trade and this year and the future, 2025 and beyond. Okay, and I'm also going to show you the only training that you need. This is the only training that you need, whether you're a beginner or you're a seasoned trader who has been constantly blowing accounts or being unprofitable. Okay. And it is also going to be beneficial to somebody who doesn't have a lot of money to trade or who has a lot of money to trade, okay? So it doesn't really matter where you are right now. Okay, now, guys, this thing has an issue. I think I was talking too fast. Okay, so I'm learning this as we go along, guys. So you can see this tool is actually there. So you guys can read this, right? Can you guys read that? Can you guys read that? Okay, I put a question mark there. Okay, so this is the only training that you need for 2025 and beyond to become a seasoned trader, professional grade level trader, okay? And why am I revealing this? Because these are the secrets of our coaches, okay? So we are literally spilling the beans, okay? This is something people pay thousands of dollars to learn from gurus online. I see some of them, okay? They charge so much money for their Discord groups, their private groups. For you to become part of their groups, they charge you lots of money for them to reveal some of this strategy. Because if you can get this strategy under your belt, in your arsenal, you are going to start becoming profitable. Okay, it's going to take out the guesswork completely. Okay, it is going to take out the guesswork completely. Okay, guesswork, not guesswork. So I do see the dictation there. Might be my pronunciation, because English is my sixth language. Oh, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not a first language. English is not my first language. Okay, I speak many other languages. I speak Timbuktu. I speak all kinds of Klingon and many other languages. Excuse my French. Okay, so some of my pronunciations might not be accurate, but if you have a question, please ask in the comments below. We read the comments. We actually read the comments ourselves. The coaches read the comments. They don't let that be addressed by their assistants. No, they actually read the comments. And very important that when you're commenting, be objective. Negativity is not very helpful to anybody. Negative energy is not very helpful, okay? Especially for the person who goes there and puts a negative comment. Yeah, it literally backfires on your face. It's like smashing an egg, rotten egg, right on your face. Okay, so don't ever try to be negative on anything. Just always look at the good side of something, okay? If you feel something is not to your level, or it's not at par with what you agree or your beliefs, sometimes it's important to just be quiet or reserve your comment, or just unsubscribe and leave, rather than being negative on the comment, because this is called negative energy, and negative energy is detrimental to the person who is actually emitting that negative energy, because you might explode. It's like for those of you who are into physics, a nuclear reactor. The nuclear reactor that starts emitting excessive radiation, what is going to happen to the reactor? It might decay faster. It's not more so about the surrounding, it's the reactor itself. The person who is actually emitting that negative energy is the one who is likely to be affected more by that type of reaction. So when you see a negative reactor anywhere, don't even waste your time. Okay, if you have the capacity, you can just block them or even delete their comments. Okay, it's not worth your energy to engage with them. Okay, and we have learned this for many years, for being online for many years. Some of us have been there since 1998, and we have trained a lot of students. Some of them are the gurus that you guys belong to, pay thousands on their groups, on their Discord, private channels, private groups, to private membership. Some of those guys have gone through our Smart Wolf Club training. Okay, I just don't want to mention names because of privacy and respect that I have for them. So what we do is we have seen all kinds of students. A lot of students come in with very big expectations, but they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to do the research. They don't want to take the risk. Okay, so trading, anything online, anything business, anything that can make you a profit, anything that's going to make you a better person, may require that you take a risk. Okay, now the level of risk depends on how bad you want it, how big is your dream, and of course, sometimes you also need to do some analysis and also put some measures, what we call risk mitigation. You got to mitigate the risk. So you have to put in measures that will minimize the risk. Okay, just in case something goes wrong, then you're not overexposed to the risk. For example, if you are trading, and let's say all you have is, let's say, $1 to trade that you can afford to risk, then you have to make the decision. Do I really want to risk the entire dollar, or do I want to just risk 10 cents in the beginning? So that decision, you have to make that decision. Our coaches cannot make that decision for you. They can show you that if you do this, you're going to be risking $1. If you do this, you're going to be risking 10%. If you do this, so you will have the skill that allows you to make that decision. And that's the most important thing that the coaches can do, is to show you that there is the possibility of you actually making that decision. You are empowered to make the decision. So that is the purpose of our coaching. That's the purpose of our training today. Here is to give you the ability to make your own decisions. Because again, some coaches, some groups will leave you with no option, or they dictate. They decide, okay, we risk 2%. Everybody's going to risk 2%. No. We are all very different individuals. Within our groups, even our coaching community here at Smart Wolf, some people are risk takers. Like they'll risk 20% of their account every single time they take a trade. Whereas some people only risk 10%, while some people risk 2%, 1%. Some people tell you 10% is too much. Some people tell you 1% is too much. They risk 0.5% or 1%. It's just the same thing with goals. Some people want to grow their accounts, double their accounts in as shortest time possible. Some people want to go the slow way. Rome was not built in a day, guys. It took time to build the city of Rome. So basically, some people are like that. They have the power, delayed gratification. It's all about the mindset. We are at different levels when it comes to maturity in terms of our mindset. Some people have mature mindsets. Some people have the greedy mindset, okay? And they get their hands burnt really quickly, okay? Because they are greedy. They can't control their greed levels. And that happens a lot. We see that in the crypto world a lot. We see that people throwing their money here and there on meme coins that go up in one day, and then not even one day. Some go up in 1 second and they come crashing down and wiping your profits away. Whereas if you had taken profits, you would be smiling all the way to the bank. But because you are greedy, and you end up getting banned completely. Okay, so what am I saying now? Today, it's basically an introduction, lesson 1. Okay, so we're going to call this lesson 1, pro trading. Okay, pro trading program, or what do you guys want to call it? Course. So we're going to call this, we are going to call this playlist Pro Trading Course. We're going to call it a course because it's going to be several lessons put together, okay? And they're all free for you guys. So all you have to do is bookmark this playlist. So this is lesson 1, okay? We're going to call it lesson 1. And if you missed lesson 1, then it's going to be hard for you to understand lesson 2, because our coaches are going to be building from previous lessons. So you want to make sure you watch all of them, okay? And this is not a clickbait. This is not something to have you watch all our videos. No, it's just easier for us to do that, okay? So it's just like, you learn one skill, you build on that and that and that. And every day we're going to start from bare bone basics to more advanced strategy, okay? And we're going to show you, we're going to take you to the charts, real charts, okay, where you actually see the coaches taking the trades, okay? And you actually see them make money or lose money, because everything here is going to be on the table, okay? There's nothing, no cards hidden under the table. There's no guru cards hidden under the tables for you to pay for or subscribe or pay or something. No, everything is going to be on the table. Now, we have students who learn at different paces, okay? We have people who learn very fast, on the go, on the fly, and then there's people who want to be hand-holding, show them over the shoulder. Now, those are the guys I tell you. You have an opportunity also. You can go and join the masterclass. The masterclasses are there. So if you want to learn how to trade Forex, you can join the Forex masterclass. If you want to learn how to trade stocks, hand-holding, you need that one-on-one, you need extra coaching, then you can go to our masterclass, subscribe. And the link is in the description. Just join the Smart Wolf Club community. Click the link that says join the Smart Wolf Club community, and you'll be presented that opportunity. It's right there for you. There's no gimmicks. There's nothing. You make the decision right there, which masterclass you want to join. Now, these masterclasses feel very, very first. Okay, I can tell you that we only have a limited number of coaches, but boatload of students, people who want to learn these skills, so many of them. So we can only handle a group at a time, a small group at a time. So we only open these once in a while when we have the opportunities and when we have the capacity to handle all the students. So sometimes you'll go to the masterclass and it will tell you it's full, you're going to be put in our waiting list. So don't worry, go ahead, put your name on the waiting list. Once the opportunity opens, you'll find the coaches contacting you and letting you know you can now enroll into the class. So again, you gotta be patient here, because this is one of the key characters that's gonna make you a successful trader online is patience. Okay, as I said, Rome was not built in one day. Okay, it's gonna require that you are patient. You become a patient person. You learn to be patient. Okay, guys. So with that, let's begin. Okay. So what is trading? Guys, what is trading? Okay, so I'm going to bring up a whiteboard. Let's see if we have a whiteboard here. Yes, this is another free tool. Let's see if it's still there. Okay, there it is. We do have a whiteboard, and it's this one here. And we're going to say, oh no, trying new things. We are trying to use a free tool. Okay. So we're going to say, our first question of the day is, what is trading? If we can answer this successfully, and if you can understand what is trading, my work is done, guys. You are welcome to the, I'm going to shake your hand and say, welcome to Pro Trading course. If you can define this successfully, what is trading? Now, trading is not new. It's been there for centuries. I think trading is as old as the human race, as old as the human race. Because man learned that to survive, they had to find a way of trading amongst themselves, trading between one man and another man. For example, I have this. This is a calculator. It's a solar-powered calculator, and this is a cell phone. Okay. So Mr. X has a cell phone, and Mr. Y has a powered calculator. Now, Mr. X wants a calculator so he can speed up his calculations. Mr. Y wants a cell phone so he can be able to communicate with his family. But the two of them come together and they agree. They say, well, my calculator is $100. My cell phone is worth $100. So, guys, we can exchange. Okay, we can exchange these two at that an agreeable. You know, we make a deal, an amicable deal. So it was the crudest form in the beginning, barter trading. Okay, so for example, we had farmers. Some would grow grains, and then you had like somebody who has keep a cow or a sheep or a goat. Now, if this guy wants some grains and this guy wants some meat, he wants a sheep or a cow for meat or for milk, the two of them will agree, okay, if you give me two containers of your grain, I can give you, it's equivalent to one of my sheep, so I'm going to give you the sheep, and we exchange. So it was a crude form of trading, barter trading, okay? And it still goes on even now, okay? Now is that we've just modified it and we have standardized it. Instead of me carrying a whole boatload of grains, I can carry a piece of paper, and I can say, okay, your grain is how much? Okay, so we say your grain is $100. And okay, I give you $100 piece of paper, literally. Instead of me bringing a whole sheep, I give you $100 and you give me the grain. I go my way, you go your way, you're happy. And if you want to go use that money to buy the sheep, that's fine. That's a different transaction. But now we have standardized that. Now it's even become better now with crypto now. I don't even need to bring that piece of paper. All I need to do is send you a piece of code. Voila. I mean, it takes milliseconds. I don't need no bank. I don't need no intermediary. I just need to go to my wallet and you give me your address or code, piece of code that I put on my wallet, and boom, the crypto is in your account. It's in your wallet. And there you go. You give me the service. I pay for the service using a piece of code. So we have moved from, excuse me, from those crude ways of doing stuff to, they are pretty cumbersome, because let's say if you want to buy something, let's say a car is maybe $100,000 car. How many goats and sheep are you gonna bring to this dealership for them to value to that car? So you may have to bring 1,000 goats and 1,000 sheep. So you'll need a whole boatload of this. Maybe semi-trailers. You need 15 semi-trailers to ferry these to the dealership for them to just give you a car. Why not just piece of code, okay, or just a piece of paper? They are saying under signature, saying a check. Or nowadays you don't even need a check. You can bring the cash. Yeah, or an electronic transfer, okay, from one bank account to another bank. So we have moved from that. But what is trading? Trading is basically simple. What is the principle of trading? How did people start trading assets, commodities? Okay, so how do people trade? Basic idea is we buy low, sell high. So basically what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm having difficulties using my board. Free online whiteboard. Here we go. I think this is the one I was using the other day. Yeah, this is much simpler, guys. Okay. So some of the free tools are not so simple. This is simpler. Okay. So we have that simple graph. So we have something going up like that, demand and supply. Okay. So let's say this is demand. And here is supply. So here we start at this point here, it's 0. As supply goes up, demand is increasing, but that's not how economics is, okay? That's not how economics is. Economics, it's always the other way around, like this, something like that, okay? Where we have an intersection there. When there's very high demand, most likely there's very low supply. You can see that, okay? There's very low supply, there's high demand. It calls for a high price, okay? That's the basics of economics. So I'm not going to be putting you in an economics class now, but if you want us to revisit that, we can. And guys, this is important because I know some of you are already yawning and feeling like you're sleepy. What is he doing? What is he talking about? Trust me, my coaches tell me this is so important that if you master this piece, their work is done, okay? Half of their work is done. The other skill, the strategy, we can teach you that in seconds, okay? And all we need to do is practice. And we'll take you to the graphs and you can see what we mean by that, okay? So basically what we are trying to say is whenever the commodity is in high demand, there is a constraint on the supply because there's high demand, or when the supply is low, demand is high, price shoots up, okay? And that's why we had that curve that I just showed you, the famous economics class basics, okay? Supply, demand, curves, you see that, okay? As this one goes up, this one is coming like that. There's so much demand. There's so much supply. The demand is low. In that case, price dwindles. Okay. So what is the best time to buy a commodity? This is where we need to, guys, I want you to wake up now. Please wake up when we are trading commodity. What is trading? Trading for us in the Smart Wolf Club, trading means buying low and selling high. Simple as that. You can take this to the bank. If you want your trades to be successful, if you want to be a successful trader, you have to be able to know that buying low and selling high is going to make you profitable. Do we all agree, guys? Or is that obvious? It's not so obvious for some people, because I know people who buy high and try to sell. I know there's people who go into the market when Bitcoin is at 100,000. I'm just giving an example, because these strategies that I'm teaching you today, they can be used to trade all the commodities. Okay, the commodities here, when I talk about, all the assets. And in this case, we are talking about Forex. So this course here, this part of the course, this lesson 1 applies to all of you guys, because in the Smart Wolf Club, we have students who are going through our Forex trading masterclass, stocks trading masterclass, crypto, Forex, stocks, crypto, and other commodities. There's people who are trading metals like silver and gold, oil, oil, wheat, iron, platinum, and all these commodities. The concept is the same. Okay, so whatever I'm going to teach you guys here is, once you master this skill, this strategy, you can apply it to trade whatever asset is available. Now, stocks, we have stock, just plain stocks, where you trade company stocks, and then we have stock options. Okay. Now, under Forex, we have currencies. Under crypto, we have trading the crypto coins, meme coins, and we have many others, futures trading, crypto futures, and all those things. The same thing with stocks. You can go into futures, so we're going to break this down as we go along. So this entire course is going to be, right now, we are doing the general strategy that can be used by all of you. And then on specific lessons, we're going to go into the different assets. So we're going to have lessons showing exactly how you can be successful in your Forex trading, your stocks trading, options trading, how to take those profitable option trades, crypto trading. And under crypto, we're going to go through the meme coins. There might be slight variations here and there because of the volatility of the assets. Under Forex, we're going to look at so many things. We're going to look at cryptocurrencies. Basically, we're going to look at trading things like gold and silver. Okay, the people who trade just gold and silver. And we're going to show you this using the same concept. But the whole idea is buying low and selling high. Now, if you agree with me that for you to be profitable, you have to buy low and sell high. Basically, if I want to make a profit, okay, I go to the market and look for, let's say I'm interested in selling a vehicle. Okay, so I'm going to try to source the vehicle. I know I want to buy a vehicle. Let's say it's a Toyota, whatever Toyota, if that's your favorite vehicle that you want to make money for. So you go look, where is the demand? Okay, the demand is somewhere here. I have a customer who is willing to pay $25,000 for this Toyota. Now I'm going to go to a dealer who is going to give me the Toyota for, let's say, 20,000. Okay, so I quickly go close the deal with the dealer for 20,000, and then I turn around and sell it to Mr. X or Mrs. X, who wants to buy it for 25,000, and my profit is, so I bought it at 20K, I sold it at 25K, and I made 5K clean. Okay, now that's my profit. Okay, so I first came out of pocket 20K. All right, so I must have had 20K. I risked 20K to make 5K. So what is that risk to reward ratio? Guys, are you now understanding some concepts here? Is it becoming a little complicated? I risked 20,000 to make 5,000. Is that a good risk to reward ratio, guys? Some of you may argue and say, oh, hell yeah. I mean, you put 20,000, you make 5,000 in what? In a split second? Again, now, so the element of time comes in. How long did it take me to make that 5K? I went and met Mrs. K or Mr. K, who said, I'm looking for this Toyota and I'm willing to pay 25K. Now, sometimes I don't even need, sometimes I collect the payment, okay? I tell them, okay, give me the 25K, I'll bring you the car right now. And they might say, oh, I don't trust you. Okay, I can give a collateral. I tell them, okay, I have you can hold on to my blah, 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 whatever. So you make the deal. So you don't really have to have the 20K. You guys, you see that? You don't have to have the liquid 20K. I might have a piece of land that's worth 100,000. So I tell them, I give them a deal that they cannot refuse. I tell them, okay, no problem, sir. You want the Toyota for 25K? All right. Give me 20K. I mean, for 25K, give me 25K. I'll bring you the car. They say, oh, no, man. I don't trust people. I say, okay, fine. Here, hold my title for my land. My land is 100K. Okay, here it is. Boom, hold it and give me 1 minute. I'll be right back with the Toyota. So I go down to the dealer and I tell the dealer, okay, I want this Toyota and I'm going to pay you cash right now for 20,000. The dealer is like, oh my goodness, oh, it's marked 25,000, man. I say, no, I'm giving you the money right now. Here is the money. I got the money right here. Give me the car for 20K and I'm out of here. Seal the deal. This is it. Well, it's a deal that the dealer can't refuse. It decides, okay, fine. Give me the 20K. You grab the 20K, you give 20K, give the dealer, and you go to the Mr. X, Mrs. X, and you deliver the Toyota in good shape, whatever they wanted, all the specifications, everything is overboard, nothing hidden, no voodoo stuff, everything clean deal. And you pocket your 5,000 and you go home, celebrate. Now, it took you maybe, 2 days to make 5K from nothing, from zero investment on your part. So what was the risk, though, on your part? So some people can't really tell whether you did risk your 20K, okay? Literally, because you gave this guy to hold on to your deed or title for a land that's worth 5 times what they were giving you. So you're giving them a deal they cannot refuse because you know the vehicle is already there. You've already done your research. This vehicle meets their specifications, their requirements, what they need. So you're just meeting a client's needs, okay? So you went there and boom, yes, I'm going to clean the board. So the most important thing is to meet your client's need. Now, in the case of trading, you always have to satisfy your client. That is your goal. So how does that apply to trading? Trading commodities, trading risk assets, trading stocks, trading. How does that meet your needs? Okay. What does the price? The issue there is the price, the quotation, the quotes. What is this price right now? So if we draw the chart, if it is the stock, let's say NVIDIA, what's the price of NVIDIA right now? Let's say NVIDIA is today, right now, at NVIDIA price right now. Let's say, what's the NVIDIA price? Well, I can't even type, but it understands what I want. I'm talking about NVIDIA. The price right now is 115, okay? It's 11:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right now the price is 115 and 3 cents US dollars, okay? So right now, if I jump in right now, I'm going to have to pay this amount. You see, guys, it has just changed while we are still here. It changes first. There's volatility in the market, okay? So it's 114.98 now, 115 now. It goes up and down, up and down. And why is it doing that? It's because of demand and supply. That's why I was talking about this in the beginning. You have to understand, for you to become a successful trader, you have to understand demand and supply. And you also have to understand the issue of pricing, satisfying. Are you satisfied by the price, the quotation? And the same thing, for you to make a profit, you have to satisfy the client. So if you're not satisfied with the price, the quotation that the broker is giving you, for example, if I want to buy NVIDIA and I come hit the market and I see it's 114 and I look, I say, no, I don't want to pay 114. I want to wait until it's 112. Then I can hang out and wait until it's 112. I can set an alarm. So when it gets to 112, then I can be entered into the market. And then I want to sell when it is 120. Then I wait when I put another alarm. When it gets to 120, please sell the NVIDIA, and I make a profit. Okay. Now, is it always going to go up or going to go down? We do not know. That part we don't control. But we're going to do our analysis using our capability, using the material between our ears, the brains that the Almighty has given us, and orders. And I believe all of you who are watching me have some brain. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here anyway. So that means you do have some stuff between your ears, okay? Please, when in doubt, you can check. Otherwise, you would not be here. You would not be listening to me. You would not be making sense of what I'm saying if you didn't have some material in between your ears. We all have that substance. How we make use of it is what differs. It's just like a muscle. We all have our biceps and triceps. Some people have this size of biceps and triceps. Some people have micro, others have macro, large, because they have worked them out. So it's the same thing with your brain. Some people use their brain, some people don't want to use their brain. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So your brain is like a muscle. If you make use of it, you sharpen it. If you put good stuff in it, it grows nicely, flourishly, healthy. But if you feed it garbage, it becomes, diminished, diminutive. It becomes confused. It starts misfiring. It's like the connections just blow up and you just become nothing. So that's exactly what happens. So let's try to. This is a year where I've promised that we all going to try to use this material that God has endowed us with, the gray matter and the white matter between our ears. We're going to make use of it. And we want all of you guys on here who are watching me and who are going to watch our coaches and everybody in the Smart Wolf Club. I want us to make use 100% of the matters between our ears. And I am going to try to end this by one thing. Okay. So lesson 1 was just to introduce the concept of what is trading. If you understand what is trading, in our subsequent lesson, we're going to start talking about, I'm going to start showing you wonderful things like, let's go, one of the resources that we need. So before we meet in our next lesson tomorrow, I want you to go to TradingView.com and open an account. TradingView.com. I'm going to put the links of the resources that I want you to have tomorrow, because we're going to be referring to these resources tomorrow, okay? So I want you to go to TradingView.com, okay? Open an account. I'm going to put the link below. That's our affiliate link. If you sign up for their professional subscription, if you take up the subscription, which you don't need right now because we're just learning how to trade, but in future, you're going to need it. Our coaches do use the professional TradingView subscription so that they can be able to replay their their trades. They can be able to have multiple charts to analyze at the same time, because at some point you're going to become a pro trader, and that is our goal. We're going to get you to the pro trading level where you can successfully trade multiple assets at the same time to increase your probability of success. Trading is based on probabilities, okay? There's no guesswork and there's no guarantee of the results, and we don't control the market, okay? Those three things. We don't guarantee the results, we don't guess, and we do not control the markets. Like I can just look at here. This was somebody analyzing, let's go to stocks, because this is what most people are familiar with. Let's say we're looking at NVIDIA. The NVIDIA stock is right here. NVIDIA is one of the largest tech companies out there, and you can know what you guys understand. This is the 4-hour chart. Now you guys are seeing the red and green. Some people use different colors for obvious reasons, preference. Okay, there's no magic. Doesn't mean but ordinarily, conventionally, most people have the green candle representing the bullish candle. And I'm going to explain all these terms because they might be sounding Greek to you in our next lesson. Okay, so I'm going to go through this next lesson, and we are also going to go into the strategy. Our strategy is very simple. I'm going to do a quick intro of what strategy our coaches are using and our students are using, and it works like a charm. It's a very simple strategy. It's called retest strategy. Okay? Breakout and retest strategy. You can never go wrong. It's a momentum strategy. Therefore, you can never go wrong because it puts into account all the elements of things that I'm talking about: buying low, selling high, and when there's a high supply, there's high demand. What happens? When there's low demand and there's high supply, what happens? The price tanks. Okay, so sometimes when you see the red candle, that means the sellers are more people are selling the asset. Okay, more people are selling. All of a sudden, the people decide, oh, we want to sell this asset. So you see it tanking, and that's when you see a red candle form. A huge candle shows big momentum. More sellers are stronger. Sometimes you see a smaller candle. So we're going to look at some few types of candles. So one other thing I want you to look at, other than TradingView, that's the resource number one that you should have before we meet in the next class. So make sure, don't be lazy, guys. Please just do this homework. Go ahead and open an account right now. Click on the link below, okay? Open a TradingView account. All you need is your name and your email address, okay? Give them a good email address because you have to verify your email. They're going to send you a notification on your email, and you have to click that link for them to activate your account. And you can be on the free tier for now, but if you want to go pro trader, you can subscribe to one of their, it's just a cup of coffee, okay? It doesn't cost much. Now, we do have students from all over the world. Some cannot afford the cup of coffee in terms of dollars, $9 a month. Some cannot afford that. It's a lot of money. There's people who live under $1 per day here. So the free tier is okay for now, okay? And then the other thing I want you to go and take a glance is babypips.com. Now, some people, when they hear baby pips, they're like, oh, we've had that so many times. Okay, but there's something I'm going to show you. I'm not going to bore you with all the things. Baby Pips is a massive resource. There's so much on here, but I want you to go and look at their candlesticks patterns. I just want you to go and take a glance on candlesticks patterns. Okay, where they teach mostly Forex, but the candles are the same. So just go and look at the candlestick patterns. Okay, so you can simply Google it here if you don't want to go through the whole training. You can just say candlestick patterns, go to Google and say candlesticks patterns. So at least when we meet tomorrow and we talk about the different candles, you are not totally confused, okay? So you can just come here, put candlestick patterns, and say baby pips. You know what are pips? When we go through the Forex trading, I'm going to explain what pips are. This is like the smallest unit that the currency moves. The smallest change that happens to a currency, and we call them pips. And so we'll be learning how to And now these are called Japanese candles. So they're the ones we're talking about, the white and green, red color. And you can see they're going to show you the different types. Okay, I just wanted to concentrate on 3 of them. No, actually we need at least 3. Yeah, just about 3 big ones. So here they call the bearish candle, the bullish candle. And then we have the hammer type candle. You can see that. And we have the hanging man candle, that one. And we have the inverted hammer, okay? And then we have the shooting star. You can see that. So if you can come to this, baby pips, Forex here. I think I'm going to put this this link below this. I'm going to put the link below this video also. So you guys can just click on it and go and look at, review these candles. Not all of them, just the ones on the top here. I just talked about the hammer, the first few here, like a spinning top. There's a doji, so at least you know what a doji means. It means indecision, potential reversal. So for example, if we are looking at NVIDIA and we see a candle like this, you see this is a doji, indecision, and then what happened? It's a reversal. You see it was going down, and then a doji shows up, and the doji tells you there's a potential reversal, so and you can see it starts going up, okay? Now, this, we're going to use a few of these candles because for us to understand price action, okay? In our strategy, which is the breakout and reversal strategy, we have to understand price reversal, price action. We have to know when exactly to enter with the highest probability of being correct in our decisions. The only way we can do that is by understanding price action. Because sometimes, yes, it might break out, okay, retest and break out, and then all of a sudden it swings to the opposite side and it continues in the same direction and we lose. We've seen that happening many times. So the only way we can try to minimize that is by, guys, by understanding price action. And for us to understand price action, we have to know some of the basics. And the basics are so simple. They're right here. And this is a free resource, okay? You don't need to subscribe, okay? You don't have to. It's a free resource. I'm going to hook it. I'm going to put the link below here for you guys. So go ahead and look at some of these candlesticks, the name, bullish or bearish. Bullish means going up. The buyers are stronger. Bearish is the bears, basically sellers, are stronger. And that's when we have the red candles. And this is when we say the stock is going down, or the currency pair is going down, or the commodity is going down in price. Gold is going down. The index is going down. Okay, QQQ or SPY is going down. NASDAQ is going down. Silver is going down. The price of oil is going down because there are more sellers now than buyers. That means supply is increased. Low demand, high supply. But when more buyers start buying, then the demand shoots up. And what happens? Price goes up. And that's the time we want to sell, right? So we want to buy when it is low. And when everybody else is buying, we want to do what? Be the ones selling to them. So we want to buy low and sell high. That is what you should take today. You want to buy low, sell high. Buy here, sell up here. So we have a stock going up and down like that. So we want to buy here and sell up here. So we want to enter the trade right there. This is our entry point. And we want to sell right there. Get out of the market right there. So when people start selling, we are out. Okay, now sometimes we might decide to sell, but then it decides to go up like this, and we feel like killing ourselves, okay? Because we could have made more. This is 2R, for example. This was just 1R here. So maybe if we held a little longer, we could have done what? We could have made 2R, but we were impatient or we were scared out of the market, and we got out, sold our position, and we made 1R instead of 2R. Now, there are times this is going to happen all the time. It happens all the time. It happened yesterday. It's happening right now. It's going to happen tomorrow. And it's going to happen to beginner traders. It's going to happen to pro traders. It does not matter. I'm going to show you how we can overcome all this, okay, by having our strategy nailed down. And I'm going to share what our pro traders in the Smart Wolf Club are doing with something called the very simple KISS strategy, the breakout and retest strategy. And this is a momentum strategy, and we do analyze price action. Okay, so we are not going to do this in a vacuum. We do look at the price action to make the decisions. We just don't enter in any breakout or any retest. We do analyze the price action. Now, for us to analyze the price action, we have to master a few of these candlesticks. And that's why I want you guys to try and look at these candlesticks so you have an idea. When we say a hammer candle is showing up there, potential bullish reversal from a downtrend. Okay, so you see this at the bottom of a downtrend. Like I just showed you here, NVIDIA, we saw that here. So this was a doji. Again, that's a potential reversal trend. From a downward trend, you can see this was going down. You guys can see that this thing was going down right there up to that point, and then there you go. And then here, it starts going up. You guys can see that there was an uptrend. So if you entered here and exited here, you made some profit, okay? Same thing here. You guys see it was going down. And then what is this type of a candle right there? If you come and study that candle, it is this candle right here. Let me show you where that candle is. Yeah, it's this type of a candle here. It's this kind of a pattern right there. The 3 inside up. 2 consecutive candles with matching or nearly matching lows. You can see. Now, here somebody's asking me, what is this? This is a gap down. So this was another day, okay? The gap down before when the Eastern market opens at 9:30 a.m. We always have this. The previous day gaps down to here. It started here. So this, some people trade these gap downs and massive gap downs, and they make money out of this. Okay, so they enter the trade at the close of the previous session, and they get out during the next session here by taking a sell trade here. You could see that they actually literally made a lot of profit just by entering the day close before the previous day and opening of the next day. They get out, and you can see they're out in the money just because they're trading these gaps. Now there's gap downs and gap ups. Sometimes they gap upwards, and so you'll be out of the money. Okay. So I think let's stop here, and then I'll meet you guys tomorrow as we continue with this series. So this was the end of lesson 1. If you have any questions, any comments, any ideas, because we are learning, okay? It's a community. As much as we are here sharing our knowledge, it doesn't mean we know it all. You can correct us, you can participate, you can add value. But as I said, negative energy is not good, because the person that is emitting the negative energy gets burnt in the process. So what you do is, if you have a compelling reason to be negative, if it is genuine, it's okay, because criticism, comments, negative comments sometimes are necessary in the community, because then they fill in the gaps, knowledge gaps. So maybe we are missing something, or we could do something better in a better way. You can put it there, but not in a negative way, because negative energy is just going to get you burnt. Okay, that's what I've learned over the many, many years I've been online. All the people who are negative, they are not there anymore, okay? So don't go to any chat room and spread negativity. It's just going to blow you. Don't be a negative reactor. That's basically what I'm saying, because they get blown up. It's like a nuclear reactor. Take an example. For those of you who did a lot of physics in school, you understand. The nuclear reactor that is emitting too much radiation, too much negative radiation, ends up decaying, explodes, okay? Or sometimes they have to shut it down, okay? So you don't want to be shut down because you're becoming a negative reactor. If you want to blossom, you'd rather embrace positive reaction. Positive reactors end up being celebrated and being successful, okay? So don't waste a lot of your time on negative energy, but focus more on positive energy. And that is the way it is in life. It's reality, okay? So if you walk around being such a negative guy, not many people even want to be around such a person. Negative drainer. They're called energy drainers, okay? So you don't want to be that type of a person. You'll be shut out of the forums. You'll be unsubscribed. You'll be blocked. You'll be called, not even called names. You're going to just be blocked because people don't have the energy to engage with a negative person. We surely don't have that. Our coaches are extremely busy. So if they see you're negative, the moderators are probably just going to block you and delete your account. And they're just going to maybe unsubscribe you. And if there was even anything that you paid for, they're going to refund you 100% and kick you out of the team, okay? They don't even need your money. They'll throw you out. Even some of our partners, if you subscribe through our link and you're so negative, they'll kick you out and you'll get your refund. They'll throw you out completely. You'll be banned from some of those platforms. I know people who cry, come to us crying, hey, I was banned out of this platform. You guys introduced me to the platform. And then when you look at it, you ask the platform moderators, they tell you that was a negative person. We had to kick them out. They're troublemakers. They're negative reactors. So you don't want to be negative, okay? But criticism is welcome, either positive or negative. That's welcome. That's healthy. That's what we want. We want to engage, and that's what even the YouTube community is for. If you have a positive, if you have something you want to criticize to improve, because that's how we improve systems. That's how we improve courses. That's how we improve training. That is how we learn, by getting positive or negative criticism, okay? Guys, let's end this with a prayer. In the belief of the power Almighty, we pray that whoever is going to take action, whoever is going to implement this training, they will be successful. In the belief of the power Almighty, I pray. Amen. Guys, go well, and may the Almighty bless you. I'll see you in the next one, which is tomorrow. Lesson number 2. This is lesson 1 down. Lesson 2 is tomorrow, and it's going to be a banger because we're going to go into the nitty-gritty of our concept, our strategy, and very soon we're going to start taking live trades with you guys, and you're going to become expert traders, and very soon you're going to be smart investors, online, offline. It does not matter. At the beach, on the go, on vacation, wherever you are, at night while you're sleeping, these things can be set up and they'll be making money for you while you sleep, while you're awake, while you're away, while you're playing, while you're eating. The machines that we can show you can be set up and they can be making you money, automatic, passive income. Thank you, guys.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything